what? I don't even know what I'm saying. Um, this live is gonna be on Gomora's episodes. So let's talk about these two characters, or three, matter of fact. Um, I think it's Utachi, Gladys, and Mel. Gladys' husband. So this dude, right? This dude has the audacity. I cannot stand him. First of all, he's married, right? He's married, he has a wife and a kid, but he's still in love with his ex and the mother of his other kid, Langa, who's now dead because of Gladys, who killed him by accident by setting the tavern on fire. So Gladys is also in a different mindset because she killed um, her husband's son by accident. It was a mistake. She didn't know that Langa was in the tavern, so when she set the whole place on fire, she didn't know that Langa wasn't there. So now she's mentally distraught. She's not really thinking about what's gonna happen next, and she's pregnant at the same time. Oh, by the way, she didn't want to keep the baby at first, but now she decided to keep the baby, and she's still being guilt-ridden from the mistake that she did by killing Langa, and she hasn't told the husband, Mel, also some Melusi, I think that's his name. So Melusi doesn't know about the whole fire thing, and it's eating her up, but she decided not to tell the husband because once he finds out, he's gonna leave her for the ex-girlfriend who's Untati, or Tati, whatever her name is. You know, I've always wondered, if you're married, right, and you're still hanging over your ex, is it cheating? Well, in my mind, it is cheating, but I don't think for other people it is. So, Molisi is basically mentally cheating with Tati on Gladys, and Gladys can see that every woman's intuition can tell when the husband or the boyfriend is now um, stepping out, or they're falling out of love with you. You always know. It's obvious. You can tell. It's not something that you can explain, but you can feel it. You can just see it in the way they move, the way they act, the way they touch you. It's not the same. So Gladys noticed that the husband, Melusi, is pulling away from her. So she kept quiet. She decided not to say anything until this dude, okay, he crossed the boundaries by sleeping with Ntati. This dude decided to sleep with Ntati. He left his wife for this woman called Ntati. Yeah, they have history together. Yeah, they share a kid together. But oh my God, how could you do that to your wife? She's pregnant, first of all. Second of all, she's been loyal, and she trusts you. You broke the most important thing in your marriage, which is trust. Yeah, she did something horrible by killing yourself, but she hasn't stepped out of your relationship. You did. You mentally cheated. Now you physically cheated on her. And she spoke to her best friend, Jorda, and she's like, I know in my gut and my soul that my husband is cheating on me. I can feel it. It's something that you can feel it deep down in your soul. And that's what she said to her friend. And then the son found out first, actually, and told the mom, Ntokozo, yeah, I think his name is Ntokozo. He told the mom. And then the mom was like, oh, never mind, but it was still in the back of her mind. So she decided to do her own investigation, which led her to finding out that Melusi has been cheating on her with Itat. This is enough. This is crazy. This is nuts. Um, Now she asked for divorce, right? And then she decided not to go through with the divorce because she found guilty that she killed Langa. And then Ntokozo found out about the mother's accident by killing his half brother. But the son understood and he's like, don't tell dad or else he'll leave us. Moving forward from that, we're now at a stage where Melusi found out about her killing his son Langa and setting the tavern on fire. So he decided to leave Gladys, and he now fell into Thathi's arms, and he used that as an excuse to cheat, really, to move on with Thathi, which I think is a cop out, really. Why would you do that? After that, now, these things are crazy. When she's now living his best life in Thathi, they decided to now buy a house together and and just live together. I'm thinking, you are going to buy a house and live with a married man and say that's my man. That is ridiculous. That I find it so disgusting. Just the level of disrespect is on another level, to be honest. I think it's just selfish of Melusi. Yeah, she killed your son. Yeah, she lied to you. Yeah, she hurt your feelings. But that doesn't give you the right to move in with another woman just like that. Really? Oh, that's just nuts. Now they're living the perfect life in the new house, and he's definitely not interested in, taking care of his first family, which is Gladys and Ntokoy. So she's pregnant now, Gladys. She's now, close to giving birth and everything. Uh, at the end, she has a fight with Ntat. Okay? So Ntat fights with a pregnant woman over a man that is not even hers, over Melusi. So God is like, you came here to fight about my husband, and you call him your man. Like, what goes through your mind when you say those things to me? And then she decided to call the police. She had her phone with her, and then they started struggling. And all of a sudden, I see Gladys' phone, like she knocked over the chair, and she fell. And Tati's there standing like, oh crap, what have I done? And she's holding her stomach. Gladys literally on the floor holding her stomach. I think she's in pain, and Tati calls the ambulance. And she took her to the hospital where they found out that the baby's dead and did not survive. Melusi's like, oh, where's my wife? Where's my wife? How's the baby? And Taku's like, how's my mom? Is she okay? Is she okay? But now, Itachi is feeling guilty for what she did to Gladys, not knowing that Gladys actually killed Langa, so she decided to come clean about killing Langa, and she said, "Now we're even. I killed your son, you killed my baby. Now we're even. It's up to you if you're gonna tell Melusi about it." But she ended up telling Melusi because she felt guilty and she had like sleeping problems. She started sleepwalking because of it, and Melusi now found out, and he's now in a place where he's like, "What the hell has happened? What have I done? This is all my fault. It could have been avoided, but it's not." But that's where we are now with the whole story, and Turquoise is currently in a different state of mind. He's doing the most in terms of like he's going in the wrong path. He's no more going to school. He's now back into his criminal ways with John, who's Teddy's father. Like it's just things that are getting out of hand in terms of him Turquoise, and it's because he's trying to piss off his dad in a way, but in a way he's also damaging his own life. He's not thinking about what's gonna be the repercussions of what he's doing. But we'll see how things go. But I'm happy right now for Zoda and Bongani. Like that couple is so cute. I think they've been through a lot in terms of John meddling in that business and trying to break them up, but love always succeeds, y'all. And now they're engaged, that happy together. Like it's just lovely to see, really. I wonder what's gonna happen between Gladys and Melusi, because the preview of this week's episodes is it's going on. Like there is so much drama. It's crazy. Thathi is now going to kick Melusi out of the house. Gladys does not want him at the house as well. So it's like, where do I go now? Because these two women that I've been involved with for so long do not want me. You know, they do not want to be in my space anymore. So what the heck am I gonna do? And what I've done is I caused it. So I can't force or make them feel like they need to take me back because they've had enough. Obviously, Gladys is at a mental stage where she's like, "Do you know what? You left me for another woman. We decided to live with her and buy a house together. You were not there when I miscarried. Do not support me when I needed you the most. You were with Thathi at a freaking Gomora high pageant competition instead of your own child's funeral. So what do you expect me to do? Just forgive you like that? No, it's not gonna happen." And that's where Gladys is mentally. She's at that stage, you know. She has had enough of Melusi's crap. Like she's like, "You know what? I know I made a mistake. I killed your son, and I'm going to have to live with that for the rest of my life. But this does not mean you have to take me for granted." And that's where she is mentally, and I love that. Also, Thathi is also like that, but in a different way because they're not married. They just shared a kid and they decided to have an affair. And this affair never ends well in terms of who's gonna be with the other guy. She's just a mistress. She's not actually married to Melusi. She has no right, no claim to Melusi whatsoever. And she realized that she's now moving on, you know. And I respect her for that, regardless of what she has done in the past. I think that's it for today because we're gonna see what's gonna happen on tonight's episode. I'm intrigued of what's gonna happen the whole week. I mean, the storytelling is amazing, by the way. The actors are top notch. In terms of Gladys' character, who is played by, what's her name? Tavishiat, is it? Yeah, I have to can't remember her name. Her name is Tavishiat or something. She used to be in a band, and Melusi, who played a guy from Kingdom Jobbik. Those two characters are my favorite. And in Thathi, who is Gladys, she also played in Incident, by the way. I think these three characters are my favorite. Then it comes to Zoda, and then the rest of it are also amazing. I think they don't get enough credit. Okay, these three characters, including Tako's character as well, they're just amazing. The production is amazing, really. So we'll see what happens on tonight's episode. I'm just intrigued over the whole thing, really. Yeah, that's it, really. Peace.